Hey everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. We're back here at the main factory platform because I think we are ready to get our next milestone. I believe I have my cubes. Yeah, I do. Yeah, so we are going to do that. We are still drinking our beer and our hop water. A very tasty, refreshing combination, especially when it's super hot out like it is right now. Well, hot in my studio anyways, my attic studio. It's very hot. Cheers. So I'll just smash my headphones into my mic here. I'm sure that sounded awesome. Okay, so we are going to get our milestone, but first I want to look at something here. I believe I set up. No, is one of these? No. Okay, I want to set up a temporary, or I was thinking about setting up temporary production. Not for automated wiring, but for the part that automated wiring goes into for the milestone. Which I believe is this thing. What's it called? Yeah, assembly director system. Oh, yeah, okay. This is what I was thinking of. Setting up a temporary production for the adaptive control unit, because we seem to have a bit of a backup of that. And I can't remember if I decided I was going to do that, or maybe I already did, and that's what that is. It's been a little while since I played, so I'm a little behind. Let's start at square one, which is this. Leading edge production. I don't remember what this gives us.
Milestone reached. Turbo motors can now be constructed in order to build the latest Fix-It improved factory buildings, such as the Miner Mark III. A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
Oh, and we can get our rocket. Okay. So this is what we want to start working towards. I believe this rocket requires turbo motors, though. And I think we're going to be building turbo motors over at where we're building our frames, because I believe they actually take frames. No, they take cooling systems. Oh, interesting. Heat sinks, motors, and nitrogen. And a heat sink is this aluminum and copper. Okay. Both of which are getting dropped off over at... Anyhow, okay, that's happening over at the other base. In conclusion, that's what's happening. Is there anything in here that requires my attention? Kind of. Coke steel, sure. Okay. First off, let's select the next milestone. Which is really, other than jump pads, which I guess I should do just for completion's sake, is particle enrichment's the next thing. Oh, nuclear power I haven't done anything with either. I should think about doing that at some point, but I want to get our parts being built. Oh, and this needs this. Oh, great. Okay. Okay, well, we can do that. 100 turbo motors, 400 control rods. So let's start by going over to our space elevator, because I'm pretty sure we have control rods being made in here. And we might even have too many of them. So I got some of these guys in here. I had a huge backlog of automated wiring, and that's why I put that temporary constructor there. And right now it looks like we're being held up by something else. So let's give me some more wiring, and we'll get this one going out here as well. But we also, oh my god, motors are in rough shape. Not that we need more modular engines, we have a ton of those. But control rods I would like more of. So I may actually take these control rods from you. Please build me more. And we can start sinking that in. I believe I do, oops, also have this box. I believe is going to be for my heavy, or my frames when they get here. These frames. What are these, fused frames? Yeah. This is going to be for my fused frames once they show up. I'm not sure what the holdup is yet. Hopefully nothing serious. But we will find out. But yeah, my automated wiring right now is backed up all the way to my train station. So I was trying to just speed that process up a little bit. But I'm confused as to where my heavy or my fused frames are. We should be getting deliveries of them. Should be. And I believe... Oh, here they are. Oh, right. I had the automated wiring and the fused frames on their own belt. That's why I was doing this. Okay. That's not going to work. I have since put fused frames onto their own belt. But I do still have this automated wiring backup, which I need to deal with. Yeah. Okay. It's all coming together. Give me those. That should push that through. Oops, we are not on the right floor. Cool. You are also very, so let's speed you up a bit. Okay. Now let's go see this backup of frames and wiring. I want to make sure I did actually end up separating it. So there's wiring. Maybe I didn't. Ha. Maybe I didn't. No, I definitely did not. So this is going to be taking stacks. Stacks of each. So take a full stack of wiring and a full stack of frames and then switch. I must be delivering the heavy frames in here. Okay. These are my 2 nitrogen. Okay. I want to check my train schedule here and see where these fused frames are actually going. Or we can just watch. Is this the right train? It is. Alright. So let's see. Let's see where fused frames end up. I think what I want is I want fused frames in this last car here. Fused frames and my turbo motors will end up in that last car. I think is the dream. But right now they may be going into here. Which I actually don't want. And I do think I need to keep the wiring on its own belt as well. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, okay. So we'll have to change that. Actually, you know what? Why don't I just take these frames? We're going to need 200 of them. Um, let's just real quick, let's run back to the space elevator, double check and make sure that those frames are in fact going into that bin, and then maybe we'll go back and start working on some turbo motor stuff. Because we need turbo motors, we need these units, cooling units, whatever they're called. There's a lot we gotta do. You are making magnetic control rods for you. Okay, we'll let that back up a bit. Are you also slugged out? No. And you are making the adaptive control or assembly director systems. Cool. Okay. Okay, nice. So everything's looking good here. I say we go back. Actually, well, let's see here. No, not directed. What is the last unit called? Engine? No. Propulsion, right? Thermal propulsion rocket. That's what I'm thinking of. What goes into you? Ugh. God. Okay, so we're not ready to start making this. So we'll be making cooling systems and turbo motors over at our other facility. So let's go over there. I think that is the plan. And I will probably put in a cut to do that because you don't need to see me take that train ride again. So join me in a moment. Alright, we're back. Back at our whatever we're calling this facility. Frames facility. I don't even remember. Yeah, but we are here. I decided we are going to keep those fuse frames on that automated wiring belt. And we are also... That last belt is going to be for our turbo motors as well as our cooling units. Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. So that's what is going to be going on in there. How is everything running in here while we're here? You are not running. What are you short of? Steel pipe. Okay. So why do we not have steel pipe? Let's go find out. This is my encased beams. My steel pipe is down here. Lots of you are not running. Maybe it's because I never connected ingots to you for some reason. That's really bad. Wow. Unless there was a reason? Why would there be a reason that I did that, though? That doesn't make sense. Interesting. Very interesting. But we do seem to have a shortage of actual steel as well, which is not super hot. Why is that? What are we short on? Coal? Looks like coal is an issue. Okay. That can be rectified. I thought that coal belt looked a little sparse. Let's go see what's going on down here. Maybe this will be the candidate for the first Mark III miner. What do we need for a Mark III miner? 3 turbo motors. Okay. Doesn't seem that unreasonable. So what do we got? You're not even slugged out. Let's slug you out. And you are Mark 4. You know what? We got lots of aluminum here. Let's get serious. I also need to readjust my train schedule because I do need aluminum dropped off at this facility, and I don't believe that's happening yet. So we'll need to look at that as well. And by aluminum, I mean these aluminum plates that I'm burning through pretty quickly right now. Yes, I do want this. Oh, big news. Update 8 is going to be coming out very soon. I don't think they've given a firm release date yet for the early access server, but soon. Actually, I don't even think it's out on playtest server either, but or on the test server, I should say. But yeah, it's coming up. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the new engine does to the game. Also, it looks like there's more light options, which is going to be great. Okay. These are all running. So our steel should be much better, which it looks like it is. And hopefully that means our pipes will be much better. Which it looks like we're getting to. Good. Okay. Okay, good. So what do we want to work on first? Obviously, I guess it's going to be the cooling units. So let's go see what that involves. Let's have a sip of hot water first, though. And then motors. Oh my god. Not super thrilled about more motor stuff. Should go through that cave at some point, too. Let's see how we're doing for copper, actually. Is our copper... Is there a lot of it being used still? Or is there a lot sitting here? Okay. There seems to be a lot sitting, which is great. Because I'm going to be using that for my motors. I'm not going to be using the steel for the stators. I'm going to be using that. So we are going to need a lot more copper. And I'm wondering... Am I wondering? Maybe I'm not wondering. Okay, let's start here. let's start. Actually, let's start with this. This turbo propulsion motor. Or, rocket, sorry. Thermal propulsion rocket. So 1 per minute. We need 2.5 modular engines. We need 1 turbo motor per minute. 3 of these, and 1 frame. Okay. That is very doable. Cool. So we need 3 cooling systems per minute. And a cooling system is made in a blender, I believe. Yeah. And this uses rubber. We don't really have rubber nearby, so let's just use the alternate recipe. Which gives us 2. So 2 blenders will make this. And a motor. Okay, well maybe we'll do motors first then. Let's get our motor floor up and running first. That'll be the first thing to do. And we said we need 1 turbo motor a minute. Which means we need 4... Oh no. I need radio control units for turbo motors? Oh no. And rubber. Okay, turbo motors are going to have to be made. back at the main platform. Which means that we don't have to worry about making a motor facility here. We can just use the motors that are being made there. Interesting. But we do need to make cooling units here, so let's get going on that. Which do require motors. So we're going to need 2 motors a minute. So let's get 2 motors a minute up and running here. We might be able to do all this on one floor. And for interesting construction purposes, why don't we make the building a little different up on this floor. Leave a little ramp on the outside. Okay. I'm assuming we can get everything on one side here, and it looks like we're going to be able to. Okay, cool. So we need 4 motors and all the things that go with that. So we're going to need, oops, that's not where that goes. We're going to need motor manufacturing up here. We're going to need heat sink manufacturing up here, which also uses copper. And then, whoops. And then our cooling system. But step 1 is motors. Okay, which we'll start over here because this is where the copper is. And we'll do it like this. Is that like way in the wall? Yeah, it is. Interesting. Sure, let's do it like this. Ah, that's better. How many motors? Ooh, electric motor. Oh, with control rods. No, I'll pass. We'll use boring old motors. Because my, ooh, 5 per minute, eh? Do I only need 1 of these things? Possibly. Because I need 3 of these. Which is like 1.5. We'll build 2. Let's double this up. Because we need some for construction as well. And these are relatively cheap to build. Do I have a heatsink that doesn't use aluminum? No. Yeah, whatever. This will be fine. Okay, you take 10, 10, and you take 10 and 10. So, let's see how we're going to do this now. This is not where this is going to stay, I'm realizing. Don't want quick wire. Just a regular stator. You give me 5. So we need 4 stator manufacturers. Oh, they do take steel pipe. Oh, I thought that was an alternate recipe that used that. Okay, you know what? Then we're not going to double up. 5 motors should be enough to do what we want to do, and we can always dump slugs in it if we need. So we need 2 stator manufacturers. And 2 rotor manufacturers. Oh, actually no, it's probably more than 2 rotor manufacturers. I think they're different ratios. Stator, yes. So that's my stators. Rotors. How many rotors do I get? Steel rotor, copper rotor, or a rotor. That's one rotor. That's 3 rotors using copper sheets and screws. So you give me 4 per minute, or 11.5 per minute with 195 screws and copper sheets. And copper sheets are building anyways. And we have a screw machine downstairs, so we're gonna do that. That seems like a good to me. That seems good to me. So here's my my screw manufacturer. Perfect. Okay. That is the layout for our motors. Other than the copper sheets, which we have not built yet. But I'm going to build copper sheets probably along this back wall here, because we're going to need a few of them. And we are out of iron plates. I believe I should have iron plates in here. Yes. Take some of you, take some of you. How are we doing for concrete? Lots of concrete. Okay. Very good. How are you doing? Good. Everything seems to be keeping up here, which is nice. You need copper. And you guys need pipe and wire. 40 wire each. Okay. Do I have a blueprint for constructors? With left inputs, eh? I think we want this like this. We're going to need space for a lift as well. Okay. Hypothetically, if you're going to build me wire, how much wire can you build me? We need 80. Okay. So let's build one more of these. And the rest of these can be for copper sheets. Yes, do that. I'm going to have to mess around with these outputs a bit. And you are also going to be wire. Yeah. Okay, cool. No, this is all, not you. This all has to be changed, though. And you're fine. Alright, sweet. So for these, this guy is going to split once this game autosaves. Autosaves are getting mighty long. Okay, and this is going to merge. And this is going to merge. And we will be making slightly more wire than we actually need for this. Which is fine. That's super ugly, but that's fine for now. We also need pipes up here. And a couple other things as well. Like steel beams, for example. And power. Power is also very important. So I think first, let's get our wire belts up here. Well, let's get power up here first, sorry. Then we'll get our copper run up that we're going to be building our sheets and our copper wire with. And we'll go from there. That seems like a good starting spot, though, so let's do that. Double wall dealie. Hook you up, hook you up. These are going to need to be hooked up. And are you... Okay, you're Mark 4s. I'm fine with Mark 4s. What I'm not fine with is where I put this. Okay. Power. Where are you? It's getting mighty dark again. There's power. Yeah? Power? Very nice, alright. So far, so good. Let me run this line, and then I think we are going to put in a break. I'm going to get these powered up, and we'll put in a cut. And when we come back, we will continue grinding out this stuff. I've kind of given up on making these floors look really fancy. Okay. There we go. We have done some stuff. And that is all we're doing for now because we are out of time. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. We will see you next time. Cheers.